Welcome to the Lion's Den. Let's go. Let's go.
What up? What's going on?
What's going down? Lion's Den podcast for another week.
Yeah, another week.
And same people on the show. I don't know if you want to reintroduce ourselves again, but why not? Let's go.
We have to. We have new people all the time, so you never know. So
that is true.
Yeah, I am Eric, aka Money Compton, and I got Mike O with me, aka Mike Lee. I just did that all the way backwards. But we are here on YouTube, on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, available on all platforms. So I need y'all to tell 3 friends so we can build the brand. It's all about building the brand. I think I'm on like day 120 of quarantine. So,
120. Oh man, that's not bad, dude. I've been in quarantine since February, so that's a good
I've been there since March.
6 months.
Yeah.
6 months.
So
6 months? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
Dang. So I mean, it's funny because we've been in quarantine, which means we've been just buying stuff. It's like so out of nowhere, we made a dope or nope segment just because we're at home, we bored, we buying stuff, which is totally backwards, right? In this situation, we probably shouldn't be buying stuff, but
I think like the narrative, like even when I talk to people at my job and people, people through all different walks of life, like I feel like everyone's just buying stuff just because they're bored. Like if you think about it, most people used to go out on weekends to get their retail therapy, and now it's online therapy. Like it's super duper easy just to add that thing to the cart and then just hit that checkout button. You know what I'm saying? So, you got a lot going on, and I mean, compared to the last episodes that we've been doing, the last few, I feel like the dope or nopes that I got, I think the last 2 weeks, they haven't been really extreme. So I feel like I've gotten down on the cost efficient, getting more cost efficient with my dope or nopes. But I think I do got a couple of big purchases coming up pretty soon. So there is
of course. Yeah. I mean, hey, you want to do the dope or nope? Like, let's go ahead and start the dope or nope right now.
You got the first one, man.
You want me to get the first? Okay. Well, the first one I'm gonna have to share the screen, because I'm not carrying it into this room. So let's.
Oh, it's big.
It's big. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
Oh.
Now, I picked up
$199?
Yeah. Okay. So let me talk about that. All right. So, and actually, it's $199, but you already know that I'm trying to find the cheapest deal. So guess what? For all the so this is for all the people looking here. $199 for this spin bike. This is the cheapest spin bike I can find. Right here, baby. Right here. $149.99.
So you got it for $50 off on Kohl's?
And
you got the Kohl's cask?
And I got the $30 Kohl's cash. Oh man, I gotta use that. But anyways, I mean, I like using the Amazon site, but look.
Yeah, but you're getting the shipping surcharge of an additional $20.
No. So there was no surcharge. There was no surcharge. I put it in the cart, and even if you did, it's still cheaper.
I mean, with taxes and
still $30 cheaper.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's a big deal, man. That's gonna cover my other dope or nope. But we'll talk about that later. But anyway, I just want to let everyone know, if you want this bike, this is where to get it at. This is the cheapest place that I found it for. But anyways, so yeah, so remember I hurt my shoulder, all that. We had a very fun conversation about that last week. So, it's better now, but I'm laying off the weights, and I was like, you know what? I need to just get into cardio. It's been hella hot. So, I'm not really trying to walk outside, just to be honest. And it's fire season, especially right now, so there's a lot of smoke out.
John Blaze at that, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't have a swimming pool like you, so I ain't trying to walk out in the street. My elliptical is in the garage, and it's like a sauna in there, so I'm not trying to work out in there. So I'm like, man, what can I do? What can I do? A friend recommended using the Peloton app, right? So there's an app for
Right.
Peloton. And
Yep.
you already know the whole Peloton thing. Peloton bikes go for about
Might
$2,250.
be copping one on
I
lowest to
was
low
gonna
keys, bro.
say that. Of course, you're
Might
gonna
be
cop
copping
that.
one lowest to low keys, bro.
I knew it. I was about to say, here I am talking about this one for $149, and you just gonna go ahead and flex on them and try to get that $2,250
Lowest to low keys. I think I'm gonna
Peloton
get that
bike.
I might get that military discount or the military bundle. I
Oh,
might do the military bundle where it comes with some Peloton shoes,
yeah.
the actual bike, and I think there's one more thing. And I think if you do the bundle, I think they knock a little bit off the price if I'm not mistaken. So lowest to low keys, I've been looking at one.
That's cool. And you know what?
But I heard the app is dope though. Like there's a
The
lot of
app
different
is
things.
dope.
Yeah.
So that's my whole thing. You already know I'm trying to find the cheapest way possible. So I did some Google searches, I did some YouTube searches, and I don't really know I don't know nothing about spin bikes.
Right,
So
right.
I looked at this one. I guess there's two different kinds. There's like a one that's run on a belt, and then there's
Okay.
one run
Yep.
on a chain. So the chain ones are obviously cheaper. So the one I just bought is a chain one. Yeah. The weight capacity on this thing is 220 pounds, and I'm about 15, 20 pounds below that. So just made the cut, you know what I'm saying? But then I did see somebody on YouTube reviewing it, and he said, hey, it is a little shaky, but I am 255 pounds. I'm like, bet. So I should be
Okay.
fine. So
Okay.
yeah, and the wheel, the weight wheel, where that's how much resistance you can get from it.
Right.
It's 22 pounds, so it's not a lot, but it's
Okay.
not, it's not bad, man. Especially
Right,
for
right,
me,
right,
like
right.
I'm not hella fit, so the main goal is to try this out. So the Peloton app, I got the free trial for 30 days. I'm still working on it, and then I'm like, you know what? I want to try to do because they don't just have bike exercises, right? They have strength training, they have yoga, they have running training, they have walking training, they have a lot of different things. But when I started using the app, I'm like, you know what? I kind of want a bike, and
Right,
that's what
right, right,
kind of
right.
inspired me to get this
Now
spin bike.
is the app, is that something you have to pay for the membership on the app as well still, or?
Correct. So it's $12.99 a month, but there's a lot of
Mm,
great trainers on there. There's live classes every
yeah.
single
On
day for
demand.
every single category and on demand. There's
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of classes you can pick from.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this bike just to kind of simulate it. I wasn't trying to put down the $2,500 or whatever it is for an official Peloton bike. And on a side note, if you do, because I am looking into it now because I'm kind of excited about this. Just here, actually, before I mention that, so my experience with the bike, right? Put the bike together, took about 30 minutes or so. It was
That's not bad.
pretty easy. I bought these little, instead of buying them like an actual mat, I bought these like little pieces. They're like mat pieces that you put under, so it doesn't, like a mat
Slide
can
or
take up
whatever.
a lot of space, right?
Right,
So
right.
having these little blocks instead are a lot better. I think. I mean, I just got them today and they were fine. So in terms of the bike setup, real easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, the it is a little shaky, right? I mean, it's under $200, right?
Okay.
Most good quality spin bikes probably go for 400, 500. Gonna go up to a G even. So,
Right.
but this is just for me, like to test it out, right? To test the waters, because I don't want to invest a lot of money into something if I'm just gonna use it for a week and then it's just gonna collect dust, right?
Facts.
So this is cool. This is for me to kind of see if I really want to get into this spin bike thing. So I did 3 Peloton classes so far with it, and you know what? It's been fun. It's been fun because I go to, like, there's one particular trainer that I really like, and like the hip hop songs that he puts into the workout, man, gets you going. Put on those Power Beat Pros, bro. Connect them to the iPhone.
Right.
Dock it up through the app, the Peloton app, through your watch, right? So once you start a workout on your phone, your watch is gonna monitor your heart rate, and it's gonna show on the screen, right? So
or not to cut you off, if you got an Apple TV right there in front of you, you can download the Peloton app on the Apple TV.
I do. I
throw
did
it
that.
up right there. You did that? How's that so far?
I did that. It was good, but for whatever reason, my heart rate wasn't showing on the screen. But that's not a big
Oh,
deal. I can
word?
just go like
Okay.
this. I can just go like this and see it, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it's way better on a big screen. But either way, that's what's the convenience of it, right? So so I did it. The only thing is, when they're doing the bike workouts, they say, hey, right now we're doing an uphill. I want your cadence at 100 and I want your resistance at 50, so for example, right? Well,
Right.
my thing is just a knob, like on the Peloton bike, there's a knob, but it's a digital screen. So when you're turning the knob, it tells you what exactly resistance level you're at, right?
Right.
And it'll also read your cadence automatically because it's built into the bike. So that's the only thing. I don't have my cadence measurements. I don't have how like the resistance level. So I'm kind of just moving and kind of just going like, okay, this is good, this is challenging enough for me, I'm gonna just do that. So that's kind of how I've done it. In
Right.
terms of cadence, I actually bought on Amazon a sensor. It's like Bluetooth connected, so you connect it to your
Right.
phone.
Right.
You stick it on the pedal, and then while
Mhm.
you're pedaling, it'll actually show your cadence on the screen. So that's good, so I can keep the pace that I need to be at.
Right.
So all that being said, if I continue this, I'm really debating on buying the real thing because it's pretty cool. I mean, at this time, you don't know when the gyms are going to reopen. Supposedly in New
Yeah.
York, they're going to reopen like the end of this month and
We're
at
open.
30% capacity or
We're
something like
open.
that. Yeah, but now we're not.
So
We're not.
I
So
know. I mean, that's that's neither here or there, but
yeah. Yeah. I mean, some places probably are, but they're not supposed to be, but that's another story. We're not gonna be snitching like six
right.
nine. So
And yeah, ain't
but
nobody snitching, but at the same time, it's
yeah. But I mean, here, like my whole point is like I did this ghetto setup to try to get a Peloton workout in. There are some things that's missing. The bike itself is okay. I can see why you would probably want to spend a little more money on a better bike. Like when you
right.
get up, they call it getting off the saddle. So when you get
Mhm.
up and like stand up and you're like biking that way,
Yeah.
I can feel it going woo, woo, a little, moving a little bit, but it works, right?
Right.
So like my last workout, let me see if I can show it on the screen right quick. But I mean, it's been good. Like I don't like cardio,
Right.
but I really don't like cardio. But man, it's been actually fun. Like today, I just did this right here. It actually shows. See, like this is through the app, the Peloton app.
Right.
So it shows your heart rate, and your zones, how many calories you burn. So in this one, 30-minute cycling, that's just a beginner ride. Burn 389 calories in 30 minutes. Average
Mhm.
heart rate 135. My highest heart rate was 160, something like that. So
Right. Right.
hey,
That's not
I
bad.
mean, it does its job, but yeah, at the same time, like I guess I'm saying I'm kind of getting into I'm kind of feeling. I never really was into the Peloton thing, but now I'm kind of thinking about it. Like I never really was in the spin classes when I went to the gym. I never did that. I just
Right.
kind of did my own thing, but it always looked like a lot of fun.
Right.
But now I can appreciate. I can kind of see why it is fun. So, I mean, you
Yeah.
could get the job done. Have a like a bootleg Peloton setup.
Right.
The bike I got is like really the cheapest of cheap, and it does the job. We'll see how long it lasts for. But for me, that's a dope. It's gonna it can like especially I'm laying off the weights for now just because of my shoulder thing. I just want to let
Mhm.
it kind of make sure it's all good before I really get back into lifting, and this is a good alternative. So
Yeah. I mean, uh, yeah. Yes. I was already looking at a Peloton as it is. So, I've done spin classes before. I've done like riding the bike. So, obviously, I mean, I'm here in Las Vegas, and I probably still got maybe a good solid 2 months of pool season,
yeah,
without actually having to turn on my pool heater, which isn't going to happen. So, I still got the hot tub that I could still work out in the sauna and stuff like that. But, I'm not going to my local gym, and my gym at my job, they're not opening up anytime soon, or I think they're opening up at the end of the month. But still, I mean, it's still not enough for me to go over there and work out. So
yeah,
definitely been buying up a couple of pieces of gym equipment here at the house. So we'll see what ends up happening. So I low keys. Peloton has been something that I've actually had my eye on. So it might be in the works. So if I convert one of these rooms into my actual legit office and slash gym, then yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and cop a
it's
cop a
good. I mean, it doesn't take up that much space at all either. So I mean, there's a
nah,
lot of benefits to it.
nah.
So yeah,
So that's probably gonna be the next project around here in the house. So we'll see what ends up happening. So that's a dope.
it's a dope. I mean, right now, like after using the bike for a few days, it's like it is a dope, but then I kind
Yeah.
of regret not spending a little more cheese and getting a bit better
I'm trying to
bike.
tell you, man.
But at the same time, this is that, like I said, this is a beginner thing for me. I'm the type that, I might use something for a little while and then see the things I stick to is weightlifting, right? You know, but like the cardio, I'm not really that big, huge fan of it. So I didn't want to spend too much bread on something like that until I know for sure I really like it. So we'll see. It's only been a week. So, but it is a dope right now. But like I said,
you gotta go big or go home, man.
Hey, man, sometimes.
Saying so. So you got anything? I guess it's time for me because I only got really theoretical. I theoretically only got two. I mean, they're the same thing. They're just two different things.
Go for it.
I was actually, So I was actually, I went to the Air Force Base for the first time since quarantine. Really, actually, this is the second time I've been on the base. So they actually shut the base down out here for retirees, disabled vet, or basically retirees. So if you're only active duty, you're only able to go on base. So like, I don't know if people are familiar with like a military base, but it's literally like its own city. They have their own grocery store. They have like their own like, I kind of want to say like Walmart or Target, but it's way better because they've been having like Michael Kors, Burberry, Gucci.
Oh, they got the good stuff.
They got the good stuff up in there. They got like a low key Bath and Body Works.
Not just the Wranglers. The Wrangler.
Nah. And like lowest low keys, they sometimes have Jordans that drop there too. Like they may get like 15, 20 pairs. So sometimes they even get Jordans there. So the cool thing about it is it's no taxes. You just pay like a small surcharge, which is like, I think I spent $130 on groceries, and I think the surcharge was only like $5. So, I mean, but here's the thing, like they have all different type of vendors. They actually, almost just about every military installation, there's a GameStop on there too.
Your favorite store, bro.
Yeah. So it's my favorite. Yeah. So I happened to be walking by to go to the other side of the little plaza. So I was walking by and I just happened to look at GameStop's little display windows. They always have like little displays of statues and stuff. And I peeped these two statues and I was like, oh, I'm about to go ahead and cop those right now, sight on scene. So I ended up getting this, a Power Rangers Green Ranger statue.
Yeah.
And then dagger. I ended up getting this, the Power Rangers White Ranger statue. So they're literally small PVC statues. Retail, they run $49.99. But apparently there was some type of GameStop Pro Day over the weekend, which I have a GameStop Pro membership, but I rarely go to GameStop until really like around this time of the year when it's video game season.
Yeah.
So they told me that it ran retail $49.99. I was like, whatever, each $49.99 each. I was like, whatever, that's 100 bones. That's cool. I know it was a place in my house that actually there's been stuff that needed to be put up. So I already knew exactly where those two statues were going to go. And I was like, I have the perfect place for it. It'll look dope. And I ended up pulling the trigger on it. So we're going to ring it up. And she was like, the total was like $75. I was like, I don't know if I should say something or if I'm just going to keep it moving. So she was like, no, they're actually on sale instead of $49.99. They're on sale for like, I think $35.99 because it was some type of GameStop Pro Day. So there was that. And then I had like an additional $10 coupon that I haven't used. So they do that on top of that too. So I ended up walking out there for like $75 for two statues that ran $49.99. So yeah, these are pretty good. Like they're pretty cool.
How's the quality?
Dagger thingy. It's not. It means plastic, bro. Like it's plastic. It's.
I can't tell if it was plastic or metal or.
No, it's not metal. It's definitely not. I have some resin statues downstairs, which I should bring them up. I should talk about them on our next show. Like I got some dope statues that I got from Comic-Con, at the S2E9 event. I got a couple of dope statues that, yeah, they got some weight to it. So they're okay. They probably weigh about a pound each. Not even a pound each, but it's not bad. But yeah. $75 for those two statues, not a bad trigger for me. They're not going to go anywhere. They'll probably just collect dust downstairs and sit in one little area of my house. So that kind of completes my little
display item.
It definitely. Yeah. So it'll be downstairs in my movie theater, and it's all good. So I like them. So I'm definitely keeping them.
Hey, I still haven't taken back the discounted.
I still haven't taken back that Dyson.
I mean, that was a good purchase, especially with a discounted price. So
yeah, like it was super duper shocking. And even if it was $100 though, Mike, like I think that was a reasonable purchase. $2 for $50, it's not bad. But when she told me 75, I was like, "Bet, let's go ahead and really do this." Yeah. So I was good with it.
You said those were the last ones they had?
Yeah, so that's another thing that quantities of them were really rare. So she said that they only got one each. So there was a green one, a white one, and a red one, and those are the only ones that they made through this whole collection. All the other stores only each store only had they basically had one set. So you only had one set of the green, red, and white Ranger, and that was basically all the stores in Las Vegas. So they're pretty. I don't know how rare they are, but they only got one set. So across the valley of Las Vegas. So
wow.
So
Goodbye.
I like it. Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm happy. So
You have anything else to say about them?
Nah, I got nothing else about them.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I'll move on to my last item.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna keep on with the what is it? So the first thing I got was a bike, right? First thing I got was a bike.
Right.
So we're sticking with the little fitness realm, right? So I got these today. They just came in the mail. All right.
What you got?
I'll show you. It's kind of a goofy thing.
I know they are. I know exactly what they are.
Yeah. It's kind of a goofy thing.
It's not goofy. It's goofy if you're doing it by yourself, though.
I am doing it by myself. But hey, that's besides the point. Okay, but here's the thing. So on my Facebook timeline, right? Something popped up going, hey, would you like 90% off of this? I'm like, what the hell is this? So I clicked the link and I was like, oh, these are basically like workout cubes. Yeah, the little dice. So basically, it's kind of fun, right? Where it's like, you know what? I don't know what type of workout I'm going to do. Here, I'm going to do it right now. So it's, so here, yellow, 30 high knees. Green, we got a water break.
Okay.
And orange, 20 burpees. That's a. But yeah, so there it is, right? Maybe do like 3 sets of those. Like it's just kind of a fun thing, like just to I don't know. Well,
it's like drinking by yourself game.
No, but this is working out, man. I work out by myself.
I feel it though, but I don't know if I would do. I personally don't have enough motivation to be like, all right, I'm gonna get some dice and do what these dice tell me. Because if I see 20 burpees, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm rolling again.
I'm doing it.
You're doing. See, I'm not doing it. I'm definitely taking you up on that water break though.
But here's the thing.
I'm not doing 20 burpees. No.
You know how much these go for?
They probably run for about a good $20 or $30.
Oh wow! Hey man, you're right there. It was $26.99, right? I got this coupon from some Facebook page. I'm not gonna disclose. I don't know if I think it was legal because it was a coupon code.
Yeah, it had to been. If it's on Facebook, well,
I mean,
okay.
So in total, I paid $2.73
for those.
Yep.
That's not bad.
Hey man, it can be a display item. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually gonna use it. I'm actually gonna use it. I figure, you know what?
Now, if me and you were working out, we're working out, we're like, hey, bro, like I don't know what we're gonna do today. You bust those out, I'd be like, all right, let's do it. But for
do that with myself,
dolo,
man. I'm good with it myself. I'm good with it. I'll do it myself.
Have you used them yet?
I just got them, man. I just got them. So
you got them today?
Yeah, it just came in, post office while they're still in operation. I mean, that's another story. They delivered it today. So
on time.
On time.
Big facts.
Yeah, I mean they're usually on time. They're good. But I got so with the bike, right? I get a 30-minute session in. Then I'm like, all right, let me just finish this burnout with 3 different workouts. Throw the dice. Oh, this is what I'm doing today. Hopefully 2 water breaks, but if not, I'm just it is what it is. So it's just kind of a cool little thing. I mean, I wouldn't have spent $27 on them. If I spent $27 on them, it'd be a nope. But dude, $2.73, a little bit of fun.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's just kind of something to keep. For me, it's like it's a little fun. Like
it does change up the monotony of like if you have a routine down, you feel like, I don't feel like doing that routine.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's like it's kind of fun. It just makes it a little interesting because sometimes
you just get a deck of cards.
A deck of cards? What are you gonna do? You're gonna shuffle it and then just pick 3 cards?
No, so you never done deck of cards? So deck of cards, you literally just shuffle. So you you shuffle your cards, and you just start throwing the deck of cards out. So you could be like, all right, this deck we're gonna do I don't know, push-ups. So you literally just start throwing out, you just start flipping the cards. So 2 push-ups. Ace would be 50. Any face card is 10. And then jokers are whatever you want it to be. So you just keep doing it.
But that's not as fun as this. All right, you get options, man. Look, roll the dice, baby. 30-second side plank each side. Oof. That's what I'm saying,
There's a lot
man.
of things on there. Like I don't feel motivated to do some of those though.
Sounds like a personal issue.
It is. You name 2 things that I'm not feeling: planks and burpees, bro.
Dude, burpees are the worst.
That alone, they really are, bro. Or cherry pickers.
But yeah, I mean, but what it sounds like is we got a bunch of dopes again. So I don't know. We gotta find a nope. We need to find a nope. I don't know.
But see, I'm not gonna buy something in quarantine, bro, where I'm gonna be like, I'm taking this crap back.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a nope.
Oh, you do?
I do have a nope.
Bring it up. Where is that?
It's actually downstairs in my garage. I bought a fire pit, and it's actually too small. I haven't even put it together. I bought it from Target. It was like $75.
That's already a red flag. $75.
It might not have been 75. It was like 65, I think.
That's even bigger red flags. $65.
It was like 60, anywhere between 65 to $85. And I was like, I'm thinking about buying this. And I bought it. And I was angry shopping. So I was actually mad. And I was like, you know what? Bump this. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw this in the cart because I've been wanting a fire pit for this winter. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this up now. But then I was reading the dimension. I was like, yo, like I can barely fit one log in here. So it's literally sitting in my garage, and I need to put it back in my trunk. And the next time I go to Target, I'm taking it back. So there is a note. So I don't have the fireplace here physically, but it's downstairs, the fire pit. And I didn't. It's not even out of the box yet, bro. Like it's literally sitting in my garage. Just it's been there for like 10 days now.
Since you mentioned that, because I have a fire pit too. I bought one recently from Home Depot.
You did a gas one or you did?
It's not gas. It's not gas. Nice. It's wood. I'm trying to find. I'm gonna see if I can find it and share it because this one is a yup. I mean that this is a dope. This is not a nope. This one. So I can't find it right now. But basically, I spent about one.
That's what my friend said.
Or something like that.
Yeah. So my friend, she said that there was one on Lowe's that was like 2 times bigger than the one I bought.
Yeah.
For like $120.
Yeah, there's
like,
better options, definitely. Yeah, it has to be over 100. I mean, so the one we got,
yeah, cool with it over,
yeah, the one we got is cool because we had like a glass table in the backyard, and then and with like some old chairs that we had at our old house. So we replaced that with like an orange outdoor seating arrangement. So it looks pretty cool. And then to replace the table, we got the fire pit, and the fire pit is dope because it's not just a fire pit. There's a fire pit in the middle.
Okay.
And then there's also table space, and it's like marble. It looks like marble, so it's really nice.
Send me the link to that, bro.
Yeah, I'll find it. And it was like $159. It wasn't that much.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. So
it's nice.
So I was on some tuna buying that stupid fire pit that I ended up. It's literally, it's such a nope. It hasn't even come across the threshold of my house for me to put together. Like it's been in my garage this whole time. So so there we have a nope on the Lions Den podcast.
Yeah, we do, but it has to be a purchase, man. It has to be.
It is a purchase.
Recent?
I just said I bought it like the last 10 days.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But that wasn't planned though.
It wasn't a planned purchase. It was literally just me at.
No, I'm saying like it wasn't planned on the agenda, so it's kind of like your last minute. It's like a Hail Mary. Like
it is a Hail Mary.
Think of something. Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Yeah, we'll see what else we got. So moving on, I guess we got to talk about what was that UFC 2?
I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I want to talk? You know what I want to bring up real quick? This is what I want to ask about real quick. All right, this thing that you sent me. All right.
Oh, that ab twister.
Okay, bro. Yes. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. There we go. Yeah, this thing.
Ab twister thing.
Have you used it yet?
Bro, I just put it together yesterday.
That's another that's a whole 24 hours. You haven't used it yet?
No, it's like I got to take that in the house because when I put it together in my garage yesterday, it was 1:15. It was probably 1:30 in my garage. So I need to either get a gym fan, which I'm looking at, or B, I'm going to need to get some swamp coolers because there's no way I'm turning that garage in to a gym unless I legitimately get some like swamp coolers or some gym fans in there because just putting that thing together in there for like 15 to 20 minutes, I was looking like Patrick in the fourth quarter, bro. Like I was in there baking. In fact, it was so hot in there, I had to take another swim that evening just to cool off. So no, I'm not. I got to move that thing upstairs. Is what I need to do.
All right. So how does it work? Does it work like this?
I don't know. Like I got to figure it out. I gotta look at the DVD. I don't know.
Look like
yet.
a gimmick, bro. I'm just saying.
So apparently, it was it was something that I got from a friend of mine, and apparently I'm trying to be incognito as much as I can. He had about 50 of these that was donated to him. And he donated them all to just about every boxing gym here in Vegas. And apparently they were so in high demand because all of the boxers liked the ab workout. He had to come back and try to reach out to the donor to see if he can get more because all of the boxing gyms wanted them. Just saying. Just saying.
That thing looked like trash, bro. I don't know.
Just saying, if you got boxing gyms and UFC gyms out here that are on demand asking for them, I'm just saying.
Well, how about this? Use it by next podcast, and we can talk about that.
I'm probably keeping it if it does what it's supposed to do. Man, I don't care if it looks.
It's not about keeping it. It's about is it good?
Okay, your little dice thing was gimmicky.
It's functional though.
So is that.
You don't know yet. You got to try it out. You got to test it out.
So if it works, if it's dope, and if I am able to feel my abs burning, then I'm keeping it.
Yeah, I want to see if it'll work. I want to see if it actually works.
I'm pretty sure it does. I mean, we'll see. So if it works.
When you first sent it to me, I thought it was a vacuum or something.
What the hell is this? I'm out of vacuums, bro. I can't do no more vacuums.
I know. I'm like, wait, you got another one?
Nah, man. I got plenty of gadgets and stuff like that in the house, so I couldn't do that. But we'll see. If what they say is true, then I'm keeping it. So we'll see. I mean, I have my doubts. Like, I don't think this is like the greatest thing since sliced bread, but we'll see. I'm not as pessimistic as others, but we'll see what ends up happening into it.
All right, cool. We'll talk about it.
So you don't want to talk about UFC?
No, I do. Yeah, it's fine. We can briefly touch on it. It's cool.
That card was bootsy, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, one reason I thought it wasn't that great. I mean, I wasn't enjoying it at all. You already know I'm a huge DC fan, so I was just. It's like when DC fights and when Max Holloway fights, I'm just hella nervous because they're like they're one of my like they're two of my favorite fighters.
Why do you get your hopes up high to a guy who loses all the time?
Who loses all the time?
DC.
He lost 3 times.
Okay, and won no contest. So I put it like this: why do you get hyped up to a guy when the lights shine the brightest for this guy? He practically loses almost every time.
He's lost 3 times.
Okay, but he's lost his biggest fights in his career. He's lost those.
He started MMA training when he was 30.
Okay.
So I mean, he started late, and he had a really good career.
I mean, it's going to be a Hall of Fame career. Blah blah blah.
It's a Hall of Fame career.
I mean, that's like.
He lost 3 times. This is not boxing. This is MMA, man. People lose in MMA all the time.
Think of who equivalent in the NBA that's made the Hall of Fame where it's just like, okay.
You got to look at the sport differently, man. Just because he has a few losses doesn't mean anything.
I'm not saying
when you look at his career and from
it's
a
not
macro
impressive,
perspective,
bro. It's not impressive.
What do you mean? I'm gonna pull it up right now, bro. What do you mean it's not
okay
impressive?
Fighter. He's good.
He's good.
He's good, but he's not somebody that he doesn't put butts in the seats, bro. He's not a draw.
Are you serious?
He's drawn because
John Jones is a draw.
He's drawn because he fought John Jones.
John Jones is a draw because he fought DC. They made each other.
Stop it, bro.
Bro, John Jones is not a draw. He is not a draw.
So when him and Gustafsson fought that first time, that wasn't one of the greatest UFC fights ever?
It was the greatest UFC fight ever. It was not a draw, though. Look, where is it in the pay-per-view rankings in terms of top
I don't
selling?
know, but I'm pretty sure DC's not there either.
DC versus Jones is in the top 5.
Because
of the rivalry. It's not because of each individual. It's because collectively they had that.
And what happens when DC fights Jones?
Well, Jones is the GOAT.
Enough said.
So just because Jones is the GOAT, DC's not good? He
gets embarrassed, bro. He gets embarrassed by Jones. Then he gets the title handed to him.
Everybody gets embarrassed by Jones. He's undefeated.
He's lost 1 time.
Illegal elbow strike. That's BS. That's not a loss.
It's a loss in the record books?
No, it's not a loss. It's bullcrap, man. He was whooping the dude's
Okay,
ass.
so that's the same thing you can sit there and say about DC, like his losses, bro. You can sit there and say
who 3 times, dude.
Twice to John Jones, and he lost. Well, no, once to John Jones, I guess. Another one was a no contest.
And twice to Stipe, but he beat Stipe too.
So that means the biggest fights of his career is he's dropped the ball.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're a motherfucking hater. That's what shit.
I'm not, like. Bro.
You're a hater, bro. Come on, man.
He's just overrated in my eyes, bro. He's a good fighter. Cool. Next story. I'm glad he's gone. Good riddance.
Josh Barnett, Frank Mir, Roy Nelson, Patrick Cummins, Dan Henderson,
really?
Anthony Josh Johnson, Gustafson, Anderson Silva, Anthony Johnson, Volkan, and who was that dude that like was knocking everybody out before he fought DC, and DC just demolished him. Then he beat Stipe. Then he beat Derek Lewis. Dude, he beat a lot of top contenders.
I heard a whole bunch of duds in there. You said Frank Mir.
Dude, Frank Mir at the time that DC beat him was not a dud. We talk right now, he's a dud. At that time,
bro, he's been a dud low-key his whole career.
No,
he's just been at the right places at the right time.
No,
you got lucky beating Brock Lesnar the first time.
You crazy. You think it, man, dude is a Brazilian.
Frank Mir's a dud.
Master.
Rumble Johnson, he's throwing up some duds since he's been in the UFC.
He was not a dud when he fought him, though. You just a hater. You trying to find so many ways.
Ryan Bader.
You trying to find. He didn't even fight Ryan Bader. And Ryan Bader is the heavyweight and the light heavyweight champion at Bellator right now.
The Reject League, the G League.
It doesn't matter.
The G League, nah, bro. It does matter. It
doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. That is the G League, bro.
It's a professional MMA organization.
So is the Big Three in basketball. It's 3-on-3. That's a professional organization.
Cool, awesome, but still, it's still a professional MMA organization. There's not that many out there.
Are the top world-class fighters going there?
There are great fight. Michael Chandler, who's you don't follow Bellator. It was his last.
Why is it a follow? Because they don't promote themselves.
Dude, that dude is dope. He won his last fight. It was his last fight on his contract, and he's probably going to UFC now. Dude is dope. Trust me. Don't be just ignorant, bro. I mean, come on, man. You're just trying to find ways to hate on DC, and that's fine. You're a hater.
Why do I hate on a loser? How do I hate on a loser?
See, look at this dude. He's not a loser. He has way more wins than losses. You just a hater, bro.
I'm not a hater, bro. I'm just saying DC's whack.
Either one.
He's whack. He's whack.
He's not whack. Trust me.
Define what's not whack, because he beat Frank Mir, beat Rumble Johnson twice, Derek Lewis, who shouldn't even be.
Derek Lewis is a top 5 heavyweight right now.
He's top 5, but then
come on, bro.
He fought Derek Lewis actually took that fight in less than 60 days. That's one.
DC did too, and with a bad back.
Whatever,
they did that to save the Madison Square Garden card. That has nothing to do with it, though.
Whatever, bro. He beat up an old Anderson Silva. And I think Silva took that fight on like 2 days' notice, if I'm not mistaken.
Remember, though, when people take fights on 2 days' notice, the opponent is also taking the fight on 2 days' notice. They're training for a specific opponent. I'm just saying. You're trying to justify the fact that
but Anderson Silva was dummy old. He's probably older than
DC's old, too. This is like the same age, bro.
I can't.
You can't because you just hate her.
No, you're not making sense, bro.
You're not making sense because because I say you're a hater, and then
I'm a hater. I literally just gave
why would I like a loser? Man, that statement alone is just
he's a loser.
Look at his resume, bro. He's not.
He hasn't beat anybody for me. If you just said he beat Brock Lesnar, I'd have been like, okay.
Well, they never. He probably would have, but they never had a chance to. So that's.
They never happened. So at the end of the day,
and Brock Lesnar isn't even discussed in the top 5 heavyweights of the world anyway. So just him being Brock Lesnar doesn't mean anything either.
I'm just saying when the lights
shine
the
brightest.
Lewis
is ranked higher than Brock Lesnar. So and he beat Black Beast. So I mean,
I'm not impressed by anything.
Stipe is the number. Stipe is probably the greatest UFC heavyweight.
I will say this.
In the world. At this point,
I will say this.
He's great resume.
No. And I'll say this. This fight was probably my most favorite DC fight, and I actually kind of feel like I thought he. I don't know if he won the fight, but I wouldn't have been mad. I would have been mad if it was like, yo, he won. But I mean, he did get. I will say this: he did get played out of that eye poke. Like that should have been a foul.
It's accident. I mean, yeah.
See,
I mean,
now how you gonna sit there and try to back up your man? I'm sitting there trying to give you some points to sit there and back up your man, and you gonna sit there and say, "Oh,
look, hey, I'm not biased. I like both fighters, so I'm not biased. Of course, I want DC to win, but I'm not gonna come up with excuses. I'm not gonna say
it wasn't an excuse. He got poked in the eye.
he did, but that's part of the sport. I mean, they got the glove design that they have. They have grappling. It happens. Like they'll get eye poked. It happens. It's accidental. It's not like it's
I get
on purpose.
that, but if you're not gonna notice it, you can't go to the replay like boxing does. Be like, "Oh, never mind, that was."
Yeah.
Then you need to look at the sport then.
That was but then that would have
he got jammed.
But it would have, if anything, like it wouldn't have changed anything. Like
I don't think it would have changed anything. But if you go back to the replay, you could have been like, "Oh, that's an eye poke. You got to take that in consideration." Then,
but they're not going to deduct the point off of the first eye poke. It would just be a warning, if anything. So it wouldn't have made a difference.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm glad he's gone. I wish he would actually get off commentary because I just don't.
Oh my God, he's like he's one of my favorites on commentary.
He's actually not bad on commentary. I'm glad he's not stepping back in the octagon.
Dominic Cruz, another story, but anyway. But no, DC's great on commentary. I really think.
I just don't like him. Like I just feel like
that's what I'm saying. That's okay if you don't like him. That's fine.
I just don't like it. I feel like you guys hype him up to the second coming of Jesus.
Nobody's hyping him up. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter.
You just sat there and said Frank Mir, bro.
Frank Mir, yeah. Mir. Dude, you're discrediting Frank Mir.
Man,
this is so crazy.
I am.
This is so crazy.
I am. That's another dude who sat there, got the heavyweight title just handed to him a few times because people were just dropping out left and right. It was like, all right, we're just gonna give it to him.
Frank Mir's talented to me. I mean, whatever. I mean, you have your opinion, but at the end of the day, I think that main event was the highlight of the fight. It was the highlight of the card. It was a really good fight. It was back and forth. Of course, Stipe. Yeah, 4-1 or 3-2. I kind of had it 3-2.
I had it 3-2.
Yeah, but I had a Stipe, and dude, this just shows how good Stipe is. Stipe is a monster. That dude is so dope. So
Ngannou's next in line for him, and he already and he already. Well, I mean, Ngannou's a different beast too.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? So since he lost, since Francis lost, he fought. Who did he beat? He fought Black Beast, and then he was so tentative, and he lost that. That was a horrible fight, and then Black Beast beat him, but just call it a draw, honestly. Right. And then after that, he beat Kane. He beat JDS. He beat that Rosenstruck dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, like he's on a roll, right? So I'm kind of curious because what Stipe did in the first fight was he just wrestled him, like held him down, made him drain his energy. But he was a different. Francis was like different at that point. Like now, he's like he looks way more in shape, slimmed down. He's knocking fools out left and right within a minute. Like. I'm curious. Yeah. I want to see it. So I want to see how it goes. And if Stipe beats him, woo! I mean, that's his resume.
Oh, it's Dunsky.
Fire.
Yeah. So you have that, and then I guess John Jones is moving to heavyweight since he finally
about time.
Yeah, I mean it is. So he's already calling out Stipe and whatnot, saying that he's too quick. And I mean, I think John Jones. Yeah, I mean John Jones. I mean, there's the heavyweight. Like I will say this: the heavyweight division is probably as deep as it's ever been. Mm-hmm. So there ain't gonna be too many places where he's gonna have some pick-me-up fights. Like, I don't know if he's ready to fight like a Derek Lewis. I mean, Gustafson's up at heavyweight, but I don't think you want to see a JJ versus Gustafson.
I don't want to see that again. We don't need to see
that again. Not after what happened. Yeah. So I mean, do you sit there and try to go after a JDS? Do you like where is your ground? Like, there's no.
I don't know. Not JDS. He just lost. So I mean,
there's not many places where he's gonna be able to like have a pick-me-up fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
We can probably wait for the Francis Stipe winner, or just have Francis and Stipe fight. Who's next? Then you have Curtis Blades and Black Beast
they're fighting next soon.
They're in November, I think.
Yeah.
So who's left? Who's left in that? Rosenstruck, but he won.
Lost.
He won.
Oh, yeah, he won. Yeah, he won. He knocked that buddy out. Yeah.
But I was kind of thinking John Jones versus Black Beast would be a good starting match for John Jones, just to kind of get in there and dominate and do what he does. But I don't know. But what would make sense, I guess, at this point is wait for the Stipe Francis winner, and then
you just go after whatever you can get after
the winner is. Yeah, but at the same time, Stipe might take a little time off. So I don't know. Like I guess
this is a freaking firefighter that's full time as well. So there's that.
Yeah, man, that
So
dude's dope. That fight that was like hard for me to watch personally because I just it's I like fights where there's like a heel, a heel and a face, like, and you
right,
either want like a heel or a face or someone you favor more than the other. And this one, like,
right,
man, both dudes are just down to
yeah,
earth, cool
two
dudes. It's
heels,
like
yeah.
I just want to see a good fight, and it was a good fight.
It was a really good fight.
Went all 5 rounds, so that was
Yeah, I was kind of shocked to see it win 5 rounds.
yeah.
There was a couple of times where I thought DC was going to go down.
Yeah.
I think it was after the second round. I think
Yeah, it was
so.
like towards the end of the second round. And
Yeah,
then, man,
so
and then even with one eye, DC was like hitting him hard, and
I
he
was,
wasn't.
I
Stipe got
was,
a chin, bro. That's
yeah, I
crazy.
was telling somebody, I was like, yo, he kept saying he couldn't see, and I was like, yo, you got to hit the guy in the middle, find the middle one, just keep hitting him. So, but at the end of the day, DC does have a great career, and he can ride off to the sunset. He ain't got nothing to hold his head down. And, you say he doesn't want to fight unless it's for a title. So,
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he
and that
does
makes
not.
sense. That's
Yeah,
fair. That's
like,
fair.
yeah, and at the end of the day, man, he's making bank. Like, honestly, I mean, it sucks that he didn't.
And he might go to WWE.
He'd probably do well there. I mean,
I don't know if I want to see another MMA person going to
I don't.
WWE.
I don't want to. I don't honestly. I don't want to watch the product. Period. So I have no
Well, there
opinion
is that
about
too.
it.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to see. Yeah, I haven't watched anything, and that's probably why we haven't really talked about it on our show. Is because
I
I
saw
have
some
zero.
clips though. I saw like
You sent me something
yeah, well, Shawn
yesterday.
Michaels got
SummerSlam is Sunday, but I don't.
what
I
is
don't.
it really?
Yeah,
No way.
I'm not watching it. So you sent me the one with Rey Mysterio's son and
The
those
kendo
camera
stick.
cuts. The camera cuts for
Yeah.
me, like it's almost giving me a seizure. Like it's giving me a migraine with
It's
all
too
of this
many
stuff.
cuts, too many sudden cuts.
Yeah, and
They need
it's
to like
really.
slow it down.
And I guess the reason behind it is because I guess people's attention spans are too short. But it's just like, bro, like I'm literally like my eyes hurt when I watch
Yeah.
Raw.
I
Like
like
and
the
so
kendo stick, like the impact I mean, it was nice, like how they delivered the shots, but yeah, it's
it
kind
was
of
too
hard
much
to
for me, bro.
watch though.
It was hard for me to concentrate. So I watched a little bit of Raw. I tried to at least, and I had to turn it off after 30 seconds, Mike, because of the camera cuts was literally hurting my eyes. Like
Oh, is it
it was
constantly
hurting me
throughout
to
the whole
watch.
show?
Yes, bro. Like
Mm.
yeah. So I can't. So nah,
Yeah.
bro, that ain't happening no more.
Well, I haven't really tuned in
So
anyways. I mean, I
I have
really
zero
haven't tuned
desire.
in. Yeah, and I didn't even realize SummerSlam was this weekend. SummerSlam's the second biggest pay-per-view, isn't it? Pretty
Outside of
much.
Royal Rumble, it's one of the big four.
Probably the top four. Yeah.
So
And I
yeah, I
didn't
would probably say
know.
it's. I would say it's probably right behind the Royal Rumble, behind Mania and Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nobody really cares about Survivor Series, but I mean, it
Yeah,
is
it's
what it
kind of a
is.
gimmick. It's not even this how it was before anyways anymore. So
Yeah.
but
So
yeah, so I mean yeah, but anyway, like the rest of the card, it was kind of I mean the JDS fight was good against Rosenstruck.
yeah,
JDS looked really good, and then he got
he
knocked
got
out.
him
But
night night.
that's what
Yeah.
happens when you fight Rosenstruck. But
Right.
and then the co-main event, I mean,
That was weird.
yeah. So when I watched it again, and it looks
Mhm.
like, and a lot of people are saying this too, and it's probably true. Like there's something like O'Malley got like leg kicked in like the shin area, and there's nerves there, so it might
Right.
have like maybe he couldn't feel his foot, and he just like freaking tweaked his own ankle or whatever. But I mean, it wasn't like a freak accident. I mean, he did get hit. His opponent did beat him, right? So we
Right.
can't take that away. But it was like it was
Right.
kind of freaky. And then at a previous fight, Sean O'Malley like broke his foot.
Mhm.
So people are saying, oh, maybe hopefully this isn't a reoccurring injury because he's still young, so he can still
Right.
build himself back up after that.
Right.
Because it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird, right? It was like,
Right.
huh? But at the same time, hopefully that foot can
Yeah.
cause him problems in the future.
Right.
So because it's happened
Right.
twice now. So
Yeah, it was just really weird to see him just like his foot just go under him like that. It was kind of odd. So
yeah, I was a little
it was
excited. I
kind
was
of
really excited about the fight. Right? It was like for me,
me
it was like
too.
I was like, whoa, and then I was like, oh.
Yeah,
Like,
it
dang.
was just yeah. So what we got 253 next month or 254?
Yeah, and I think they're still working on the cards. 253 is Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa.
I'm copping it, bro.
I'm waiting. I got to see what the rest of the
Actually,
card
when
looks
is
like.
it? I gotta see when the actual date is on that before I sit there and put my foot in my mouth on wax.
Whoa. Hey, some news right here. Anderson Silva will meet Uriah Hall in main event of UFC Fight Night on October 31. I'm for that because they were supposed to fight a while back. That's gonna be a good strike fest. But anyway,
That's not
let's see.
bad. I ain't got nothing problem. I mean, it's too late Too early to tell. I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll be in COVID season still then.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, Adesanya Costa. Okay. So they're kind of building it. So Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa. That's the main event, obviously. Both
Right.
undefeated fighters, so that's going to be
Right.
a interesting matchup. Paulo Costa being the aggressive one, Israel being the counter striker. That's a great matchup. And then they just see with John Jones. Now that we mentioned John Jones. John Jones vacated his title, right? It's like heavyweight title. So
Right.
the co-main event is a light heavyweight title fight between Dominic Reyes and Jan Blachowicz, whatever, I can't pronounce his name, but those were the two
I
that they
just saw
were.
that. Yeah, I just saw
Those are
an
the two
announcement.
that they were planning to. One or the other was supposed to fight John Jones next. I mean, the light heavyweight division is boring.
Didn't he just fight Dominic Reyes?
Yeah, but it was really close, really close.
That's right. Okay.
A lot of
Yeah.
people thought Reyes won. I kind of was like I thought Reyes won too, but just for the sake of Bones being, to me, he's still undefeated. I know we were talking about how he got one lot.
Right.
Nah, that's BS. Like I still think I see Jones as. I mean, nobody defeated him. Nobody.
Right.
He's a master
Right.
in there. So
Right.
and then when Reyes did that, I'm like, oh snap! Is there about to be a title change? Like I felt like that after the fight. I'm like, is the title about to switch? This is gonna be crazy. And then when they said Bones won, I'm like, okay, cool. But then at the same time, though, it was one where I questioned like.
Mm-hmm.
It was really close. So that was it was either going to be a rematch of that fight
Right.
or that dude, the Yan dude. But
Right.
then there's also Thiago Santos but he fought Bones, but that wasn't as close as the Dominic Reyes fight. So this is the right one. I mean, the winner gets the title, but honestly, light heavyweight division is
It's kind of bootsy right now.
really boring. Honestly, there's nothing there.
That's what happened. Yeah, that's what happens when you got somebody who's been on the top for 10 plus years.
Yeah, and there's the gap is so you got Bones, you got DC, you got Gus, the rest of then you got a big gap with the rest of the light heavyweight division.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even know if I would put DC at 205. I think he's a better heavyweight than he was at a light heavyweight.
It's debatable. I think at 205 he had a better gas tank, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
I feel like he's a better heavyweight.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, either way, switching back and forth. I mean, that's what you see in the light heavyweight division. Mm-hmm. Like the talent gap is so big, unfortunately. But that's just what it is. And then the heavyweights.
Not to cut you off.
Hey,
which is crazy because 205 was like their moniker division. Like that's where they made their name at.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what UFC became UFC. Like you had the Tito Ortiz, the Chuck Liddells, the Rampage Jackson, Forrest Griffin. I think even Rich Franklin was up at 205 for a hot minute. It was who beats, even Ken Shamrock. I mean, then you even had Anderson Silva jumping up to 205 and embarrassing people. So like the two, which is crazy, that was their bread and butter division, and that's what made the UFC the most. It put them on the map, and now it's literally that pipeline is just gone. So I don't know if people are just going like they're just staying at middleweight or they're just jumping up to heavyweight, but there's no here. You just got these two divisions, and the light heavyweight is just right there, and it's kind of a dead division right now, which is weird.
It is, and heavyweight is really building up. Like there's a lot of contenders.
That's what I'm saying,
and that's why. I mean, that's why to me it makes sense that Bones, like, you know what, I got nothing left to prove here. Like, I mean, he beat everybody. He beat everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Agreed.
So
big facts.
Heavyweight. Right. I mean, there's a lot of interesting matchups. So. And that's cool. Yeah. So, and it sounds like they're like him and the UFC are having a really positive conversation. So that's good because I know they had like some kind of issues.
Yeah, it was getting ugly there for a minute.
So it sounds like it's been positive. So hey, we'll see what happens with John Jones. So
yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm excited to see what ends up happening, but I don't think he's gonna have it as easy as he once did at light heavyweight.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing, right? So if he gets more muscle, builds himself up into a true heavyweight, I'm curious to see how the power will translate because his technique's there. His technique's great.
Oh yeah.
So I want to see. Yeah. I want to see
and
how
he's all
everything.
American wrestler.
Yeah. So I want to see how everything translates. I mean, it can be a resurgence of his career and just make a huge, even bigger statement. I'm curious to see, but I guess to end, I guess to conclude the episode, right? Did you want to
talk about we were talking about unwritten rules of baseball?
Yeah. I just thought it was funny, man. That was hilarious.
So, yeah, it's weird because I don't know if people follow baseball, but I guess Fernando Tatis Jr., who's a monster for the San Diego Padres, like his dad was a former baseball player. His dad was okay. He was a good service player. Like he wasn't an all-star, he wasn't a Hall of Famer, but
Yeah.
this dude's son, man, like this dude's the truth.
Monster.
And apparently, like bruh, that dude's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently there's an unwritten rule in baseball, which I didn't even really know about that. I guess if it's explain it.
So okay, well, in this situation, right? The count was 3-0, right? So it's 3-0. You know, the main goal is the pitcher has to like get it in the strike zone, and then I think usually like you know what,
everyone
at
usually takes the pitch.
You have an advantage, so just take the pitch, right?
I don't believe in that, bro.
I know, but that's kind of like even in high school, even when we're playing in high school, that was something they said. You know what, if you're ahead of the count, just kind of. It's because it's worth it, right? If they do another bad pitch, you get a free base. Versus,
but if they throw it right down the top, jiggity dog right down the middle, I'm slapping that thing.
Yeah, but then see if you do slap it and it just hits the ground and you get out, that's a free base that you don't have. So I mean, I understand the idea, the mental behind it, but it's like, really, you guys gonna like catch feelings because it's 3-0. You pitch
loft it over the middle. Yeah, you lob it up there. Like I'm gonna sit there and slap that thing out of the park.
I don't want to let it. You play to win, right? You play to win, no matter what. The goal is to win. So if you're confident enough to like take the risk, like I mean, you can take the risk either way. You can take the risk of like, hey, this pitch, I might get a strike or I might get a walk. At the same time, you know what? This is looking like a really good meal right now.
9 times out of 10, that pitch down the middle is like, it's fat.
Yeah,
it's a fat
great meal, and it's gonna satisfy my appetite, right? So
Big
I mean,
facts.
that's what he did. So it was like then like the what happened? The coach was like hella sour about it, like
even the coach, I guess even the Padres coach was salty about it. I'm like, bruh,
you're not gonna back your own player for one, like come on.
Yeah, that wasn't cool. And then second of all, like, the fact that I guess they were up by 7, I think at the time before you hit the grand slam.
It was like
10-3 or something like that.
I don't know. It was they were winning, but you never know.
That's what they say. Like, and I guess with the condensed baseball season, the bullpen being used as much as it is because of the condensed season, they were saying like you just never know. So I guess Fernando Tatis Jr. was like, you know what, I'm gonna see. I see it down the middle. It's a green light.
It's my sweet spot. I'm gonna smack that thing.
Yeah, and he hit an oppo grand slam opposite field in the opposite field. So, I mean, there's always different rules. You also have the sign stealing. That's an unwritten rule of baseball, and just different customs and courtesies. But I mean, here's the thing today: you don't want that dude to slap the ball out of the field, out of the park. Pitch better, bro.
Yeah, just pitch better.
Pitch
better.
That's
the main thing. And stop being so soft.
Yeah,
stop being so soft, man. Come on, man. Remember, like we were just talking about this last week. Remember we played, and now we found out that I remember the team now, Terra Linda. We played against the baseball team in Terra Linda, and they were spanking us. We lost by mercy rule. They didn't stop beating us apart, like tearing us apart.
Yeah, it was by mercy.
And that's fine. Yeah. Like if I was on their team, I would be like, let's keep it going.
Well, here's the thing. And the cool thing about the mercy rule back then when we played, it was like, bruh, we know we can beat these dudes. Let's get the hell up out of here as fast as we can. So we're gonna go ahead and put this mercy rule on. Like that was I know we've given the mercy rule to some certain schools when we were in high school. And that was the thing. We're gonna sit here and we want to get out of here as fast as we can. Let's get the mercy rule going so we can get the hell up out of here. And that's what it was. And that was just game over. So yeah, like I know baseball doesn't have a mercy rule, but bruh, if you want to get out, pitch better. Get 3 outs.
Yeah. 100%. It's up
what
to
you. Mean? Yeah. So
I understand the rule though. I understand the rule, but at the same time, I'm more on the side of, you know what, we play to win.
Big facts.
We play to win.
Pitch better.
Yeah. Like if he took that pitch.
Why didn't you throw an Uncle Charlie? Like if you knew, here's what I don't understand. If it's 3-0, why you guys sit to try to throw someone on the plate? Like throw something odd. Like you already know 3-0 is gonna be a fastball. Yeah. Fastball down the middle.
Yep.
Throw a changeup, throw a curve, like change it up a little bit. Like you ain't got to sit there and keep going through this patterns and history of baseball because of customs courtesy. Right, you need to get this dude up out of here.
Yeah,
so,
and think of it the other way around, right? If he took the pitch and it was a strike, 3-1, then he swung at the next pitch, 3-2, and then he struck out, right? And then the who are they facing? Was it Texas Rangers?
Yeah, it was Texas Rangers.
So the Texas Rangers come and then they beat them at the end of the game. Then what? Right?
Yeah.
then they took a L. What's the point of that?
Agreed.
You gotta play to win. That's it. I mean, I guess it's the respect. I mean, there's a little respect in the unwritten rule. But, man, screw all that, dude. Come on, man. This is play to do the best we can.
Off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
We trying to win. We trying to win, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. But I'm definitely on the side of, bro. If you don't want to get hit grand slams, pitch better.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? So I grew up with that coach. You know, when the coaches told me, hey, if you're up on the count, it doesn't hurt to take a pitch or two. You know, as you know, when it gets to 3-2, then you got take a look. But if you're up 3-1, don't be aggressive. I mean, I wasn't like the best hitter or whatever, but at the same time, I wasn't bad either. So I would always have that mentality. So that's why I say I understand. Even when I play a video game, baseball video game, if I'm up the bat and it's 3-0, it's a video game, right? I'm not swinging. I'm gonna let it go. But
see, I'm the complete opposite. Like go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just swinging. Saying. Go ahead. Yeah, you're swinging. Yeah.
I'm swinging unless it's just something crazy, bro. Like just something out of this world, just doesn't even make no sense. Like not even within my strike zone. Then I'm taking that. But if I see something down Broadway, yeah, I'm bro. Best believe because that's going right down the middle. So I don't see what the
Yeah.
So it is what it is, man.
To me, yeah, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, like you said, pitch better. That's it.
Right.
And that's what it is.
I get the ideology of maybe I get the ideology that maybe you should take the pitch because it might be a ball four and like you said, it's an open base. But if you got it, it's almost like it's almost at your own discretion, in my opinion. So.
Yeah. It should be up to the player. It shouldn't be, hey, you know what? It's 3-0. You better not swing at this pitch. Like, what do you mean I can't swing at it? It's up to me. Like I'm do what I feel like I'm capable of doing. If I feel like I'm capable of knocking this out the park and we need the points, I'm gonna do it by any means. So,
quick question before we get offline.
Yeah.
Any crazy records that end up being broken this year? Does it need to have an asterisk next to it, or are you giving it a pass?
Oh man.
Because Charlie Blackmon is batting like 450.
I don't know. There has to be an asterisk, right? I mean, it's not a complete season.
It's not even a third of the season, bro.
Yeah, so they're not at bat as frequently either. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it would have to have an asterisk.
I think so.
I mean, it might not in the record books, but I think people will be like, oh yeah, that was a COVID year, or something,
I definitely think, like, well, what was that? I think 93, either 93, 94 was that strike season where they didn't even have a World Series champ. Like they just called that season all the way over. So
yeah,
there is that too. So I don't know.
It's a weird year. I'm saying like a lot of craziness this year already. I'm 4 more months to go, man.
Yeah.
I remember in 2019, I was like, 2019 was an okay year for me. It wasn't like terrible, but it wasn't great, right? So I was like, 2020, I can't wait. 2020 came, and I'm like, I totally regret saying that because I could have waited longer. I'm just saying. But just a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to end on a sour note, but it's just been, a lot of different things. Not just sports and stuff. Just a lot of different negative stuff in 2020.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good. We keep it positive over here.
Yeah.
And full disclosure, when we were arguing about DC, we weren't really mad. It's just for fun. It was for fun. I just want to let them know, it was for fun. All right, it's for
fun. Man, are you fighting on
come on, man. What do you? But yeah.
Nah. However, I know we can end on a good note.
Okay.
You and I both copped UFC 4.
Oh, what's your initial thought? About that. Yeah. That's great actually. Totally forgot about that. When I first
like it.
Oh yeah, go ahead. What's your opinion?
Yeah, so at first I was like, I don't know about this. I think I might take this back. And I texted you. I was like, I think Mike just played me on this game. I don't know about this. And because you literally can get knocked out at any given second, bro. Like legitimately.
Yeah.
And so I ain't gonna lie, there was a couple of times I was trying to I haven't played since UFC 2 or 3. So I was trying to get my feels, and I had the thing on easy just to kind of go
I had mine on easy too.
And clinching. I got knocked out twice and took L's.
On easy mode?
On easy mode, bro. On easy mode, got knocked out, bro.
Oh man.
So I was like, I don't know about this, but I started playing the career mode, and actually during career mode, you actually learn how to clinch, how to wrestle, how to submit, and stuff like that. So you actually learn how to play the game. I was like, oh, this actually isn't that bad. So I've actually been playing the career mode, and I kind of like it. So it's not bad. Like the career mode is actually kind of dope. Like you have to spend like each week you allocate promoting your fights, on social media, getting to know your opponent, whether it's watching tape and stuff like that, and then you got to sit there and have dedicated time to train in the gym on different. You have 4 different subjects. This sounds really nerdy, like boxing, wrestling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and then like open workout where you just hit and have you back. So
yeah,
I mean, I've been digging the career mode. Like I like that. So the career mode, which is crazy because I don't never play career modes in any of the sports games.
Yeah.
But I always I'm digging it. Like I like it a lot.
That's good to know because I started my career mode, but I only did like the beginning where I'm just punching the bag and getting introduced to the coach and stuff. So I haven't really I did the one fight that was like in a parking lot or something.
Parking lot, yeah. Amateur fight.
I'll tell you, it took me forever to put that dude away. I think I beat him in the 3rd round. I was beating the hell out of him, but it was taking forever. But yeah. So when I first played, so I played UFC 3 like religiously. So I was so used to all the controls and whatever. It was a little stiff, but it's all we got. So in this one, when this one came out, I played it. I was like, man, it's a little similar, but it feels a little different. Like the striking's more crisp. The graphics are better, but I don't know, something about it. I was like, man, this is so weird. Like I don't know how to do the takedowns. When I first played, I'm like, how the hell do you do takedowns? Like, and then they keep putting me in the clinch. I'm like, how the hell do I get out of the clinch? They keep smacking me in the face. I'm like, get off. But I guess how you get out is like the joysticks just move away, and then you actually. So it's actually very intuitive, and I think that overall, like, yeah, I like it. In the beginning, remember I told you, I'm like, man, I don't know now. I don't know.
Yeah. I remember saying the same thing.
Yeah, but putting some time in. I've mainly been doing just like regular fights, and I did the backyard, just striking only. So that's a lot of fun. I mean, so yeah, and it's good to know that the career mode's good. But overall,
I like the career mode. Yeah, so yeah,
I think it's good. In the beginning, I was a little suspect just because, but I think for me, it was like getting used to the changes.
Right.
There's not that many changes, but the changes do make a difference. So I think it just took a little while, but I like it.
But presentation and graphics wise. I'm digging it, bro.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool, especially like when the
EA Sports always comes through on presentation and graphics. But I mean, I was just very, very, I wouldn't say surprised, but I was definitely taking a step back. But like, dang, presentation's dope. Like, it's really, really good. But EA Sports always comes through on stuff like that.
A lot of the people online, like if you go on Twitter, like in the beginning before I was able to play it, I was just going on Twitter to see what people say about it, and it was mixed, right? So it made me a little nervous. Like some people said, this game absolutely sucks, and some people like, man, this is great.
Right.
So then IGN, I looked at IGN, they gave it a review 8 out of 10. I'm like, okay,
that's not bad.
That's pretty solid.
That's really good, actually. Yeah.
But where Twitter, man, is the home of the trolls. People are gonna say what they say. It's up to you to really check it out for yourself and see if you like it or not. And yeah, I think overall it's as good as it could be. I mean, I'm sure they'll make some updates and then probably improve it. But there's some stuff that is a little glitchy. Like I said, like the clinch. I'm like, man, it's so funky. But but it's not bad. I mean, it's fun. It feels very arcadey, I would say. Like it feels not very like sometimes when I'm playing, it's like not as much simulation as it is arcadey. But that's not a bad thing. It's fun.
Agreed. I wish they would work on the defense a little bit more, where you can, I don't know. I just feel like blocking and stuff like that could be a little bit better. But other than that, like you said, it's a game. So I just wanted to change it up, and I completely forgot that you and I said that we were going to talk about it this week on our show. So,
totally forgot about it. That's crazy.
I got you, man. That's what I'm here for. So,
So
yeah, it's a good. I mean, I'm keeping it.
Yeah, me too.
Keeping it. Definitely gonna be playing it until Madden comes out. So that's like another week or so before Madden comes out. So
hey, you know what's funny? You know that whole the Madden curse.
Yeah, it got broken.
I know, but it doesn't mean it can't happen again, right? So, who's on the cover of UFC 4? Israel Adesanya and Jorge Masvidal. And Jorge Masvidal just fought for the strap and
lost.
didn't win. So now we have But wait, the Madden curse, was it that they lose or they got injured? I think
They
they
got
got
injured.
injured.
They
Yeah,
got
okay.
injured. Yeah.
Yeah, but people were saying, "Oh no, there's the curse. Jorge lost to see what happens when Israel fights Costa."
Who
Ooh.
was on the last cover? Was it
It
Connor?
was Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey, I believe.
Dang, that's how old that game was.
Yeah, yeah, it's old. It's like
Because
3
Ronda Rousey
years, I
was
think.
3 years ago. Yeah, because
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So tell them where can find you at, Brody.
Instagram at iammike.o is where you can find me. Please follow, and I will follow back.
Yeah, you can find me on the gram at Money Compton, and I will follow back. So
For sure.
we'll run this back next week.
I want to know how that twisty ab
I
workout is
got you,
next week.
bro.
Okay.
I
All
got
right.
you. We
I
would
might have
that'll
to.
be
I have to get one for
definitely do that.
myself. You know.
I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead. I think I might put that order in for a Peloton. Well, no, I'll see.
All right. Let me know
Because
if
it's
you
like
do.
6 to 9. I think it's like 6 to 9 weeks for delivery.
Whoa, it's that long right now?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's
Huh.
not. Yeah. So.
Jeez, that's 2 months, dude.
Yeah, bro. It ain't coming till Christmas.
Gee.
Literally. So.
Huh.
Anywho's. Well, other than that, we out. We're gonna run this back next week. Other than that, peace and blessings. Stay safe. Mask up.
Mask up. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Peace out.